Hello guys, this is Nikhil. Welcome to Edustart now. Content for the day 2. Quick recap of day 1. Introduction to Python. Installing software. Variables in Python. Python keywords. Identifiers and literals. Introducing to data types. So before starting my session, I would like to answer few points which are asked by the students through feedbacks and through text. So the duration of the course would be for 20 to 30 days. We will try to cover as much as possible within this duration. The course is designed considering a beginner for the data science and for programming. So we will try to cover only the major topics of data science in this course. So hope I have answered for few of your questions. So the difference between us and others is we will try to make concepts as simple as possible for user to understand in his own native style. So I have given the required information in the content which I feel it is important, as I possess some quality experience in companies. So not only just making theoretical concepts, I will try to share you all the practice notes which we discussed during our session, and also provide you some assignments as we progress. So now let's see quick recap of day 1. So we have learned what is data science. We have seen difference between AI, ML, DL and machine learning and data science. So we have seen something called course curriculum. So this is what we have seen in the day 1. So coming to day 2, introduction to Python. History of Python. Difference between scripting and programming. Why Python? Features of Python. Uses of Python. Real-time applications of Python. So these are what we are going to see in introduction of Python. So history of Python. Let me just say history of Python. So a person called Guido van Rossum, in 1991 he introduced Python to the world. So he was actually belongs to a country called Netherlands. So he was working on a programming language called ABC, and he feel it is frustrated to use. So he wants to make more simple language than ABC so that he can do his work easily. So he has coined a language and named it as Advanced ABC. In his country there was a circus show called Monty Python. He was very fond of that circus show. So that is the reason he has named Advanced ABC as Python programming. So this is actually history of Python. So Python has not came from a name of snake, okay? It has come from a name of a circus show called Monty Python. Hope you have understood this concept clearly. So what is the difference between scripting and programming? So this is a very common question everyone has. I will try to answer the question in a very simple way. Scripting languages do not require the compilation step, whereas programming languages need compilation before execution. So let us take an example. Something like C, C++, Java, and then I'm just taking out an example. I'm just taking up a notepad. So how do you basically write a code in C? You open a Turbo C, you write some code, something like some code you write, and you write some code. After you write some code, you compile it using something like gcc-c file.c, and then you say ./a.out. That means you execute the code. So in C++ also you do the same. You compile it and again you execute it, and again in Java you compile it and then you execute it. So before execution in programming you do compilation, but in scripting languages you don't require any step of compilation. You directly execute the code. You write only one command. You don't have a compilation command. You have directly an execution command. So you can see the differences here. C, C++, Java belongs to programming. PHP, Python, JavaScript belongs to scripting. So hope you understood what is the difference between scripting and programming. Programming requires compilation. Scripting does not require compilation. So hope I have answered this question very clearly for you. So you don't compile the code, you directly execute the code in Python. Why Python? So people ask me, why Python? Python is widely used general purpose high level programming language. Now you may ask me a question, sir, you said that Python belongs to scripting, and now you are saying Python is high level programming language. Yes, Python is also programming language, and it is also used for scripting. So scripting is, it's to automate tasks for certain environment. So Python is also a programming language. So you can say all scripting languages also as programming language, but not vice versa. I can say something like Python programming or Python scripting. I cannot say C scripting, C++ scripting. So in the vice versa you cannot say. So hope you understood this point. I can say Python programming or Python scripting. So it is simple, and next point, it is simple and easy to understand the language and thus easy to learn. So it is very simple to understand compared to other languages. So I will say writing 20 lines of code in other languages is equal to writing 5 to 6 lines of code in Python. I can say this because Python has very few lines of code compared to other languages. That's why Python is very simple. It is called a beginner language. For beginners, if you want to learn with any language, Python is more preferable. Python is interactive. Interactive means it has a shell. It has a shell wherein user can interact with the shell. So when he types some command, he gets output out of it. So it has every line of the code being understood. That means converted to machine language. It is called interpreted. You can say there is something called interpreted. It is also called interpreted. Python is also called interpreted language. Interpretation means every line of code is converted to machine language and again converted back to the user understandable language. User can able to understand the answer which is given by the computer. User gives some input and he will get the answer. That is backend is nothing but interpretation. So Python is also called as interpreted language. So what is the features of Python? So what we have in Python? What is the features of Python means what we have in Python? Python is general purpose programming language and also used for scripting. Hope this point is very clear to you. Python is high level language. What do you mean by high level language? Any language that is very easy for the user to understand is called as high level language. Okay. So Python is both object oriented and procedure oriented. Object oriented, your Java is object oriented, your C is procedure oriented. So you can use Python in whatever the fashion you want to use. Python can be used both for object oriented and procedure oriented. So hope this point is very clear for you. Python is dynamic type language. I want to answer this question. What is Python? Dynamic type language. So here you see, if you want to create a variable in C, you say int a equal to 10. That means you are creating an integer variable. You stored a value called 10 in it. In Python, if you want to create a variable with the same, you say a equal to 10 without any semicolon, not mandatory again. So here what is the difference? You are not declaring any data type explicitly. In Python, are you declaring any variable explicitly, any data type explicitly before a variable? No. So all the scripting languages does not require any data type explicitly to be defined before your variable assignment. Hope you understood this point. In Python, you don't say any int or something like float. You say float b equal to 20.2. You don't say anything like this in Python. You directly say b equal to 20.2. Hope you understood this point. So this is called dynamic typed. So all this are called static type. C, C++, Java, are called static type languages, because you predefine a data type, okay, before a variable. So here you don't say, that's why it is called dynamic typed. Dynamic type means you don't say any kind of data type. Clear, right? This point is very clear. So Python is open source and portable. What is open source and portable? Python is free. You don't need to pay any license, pay for any license. You can directly go to Google and download it with free of cost. So that's why it is open source and portable. Portable means what? Suppose think that I want to port my network from BSNL to Airtel, from Airtel to some other things. So similarly, Python is used in multiple operating systems. Think that it works in Windows, it works in Linux, flavors of Linux, Ubuntu, and it also works in Mac. So lot of different other OS it works. So that's why it is portable. Portable, I think you understood, right? Portable. Python has many libraries which makes it more powerful. This is a very important point again. Python has more libraries which makes it more powerful. In Python there are lakhs and lakhs of thousands of modules. We say modules, libraries mean the same. So it is nothing but collection of classes, functions. Okay, libraries is what we have learned in the previous programming languages. But in Python you have many modules, so you don't need to write lot of code. Because of having many modules in Python, you take any field, suppose take a aero field, take development field, take automation field, take data science field, take game development field. Every field you take, there are many modules which are existing. So you can just plug and play in your system. You just plug it and then you write little code, use that module and write little code. Your work is done. So because of having lot of modules in Python makes it very simple and very powerful compared to other languages in the market. So hope I have covered this point very clearly. Now let's see what are the uses of Python. So where this Python is used. Okay, Python is used for web development. So you can develop any web applications using Python. Python is used for machine learning. So I'll say very clearly about machine learning in the coming classes. So Python is used in machine learning. Machine learning, there are a lot of implementations of machine learning. You see, all the real-time applications like YouTube recommendations, Google Assistant, a lot of things, all the recommendation engines which are built. So all the prediction analysis, everything is nothing but again machine learning. You use Python in that. So Python is used in IoT. Python is used in IoT. IoT means Internet of Things. Internet of Things. So think that there was actually a Google car is going to come. So there is a driverless car. Google car is a driverless car. That means there is no driver. So you may ask me a question: how do I drive a car without a driver? Suppose think that I am speeding up. So there should be someone should say me that I am speeding up, please reduce my speed. So there are sensors being inserted inside the car. So the sensors will be operated based on the coding that you write. Okay. So if it is speeding, the sensors will post some data and based on your coding, it will operate. It will reduce the speed, it will increase the speed. Suppose there is an obstacle, it will stop, it will apply the brakes. So that will be done using the software. That software you use Python. Hope you understood, right? You have hardware integrated with software, so you write software with Python. Hope you understood this. Python is used for automation. So automation, there are a lot of things. You do simple tasks like copying the file, replacing the file, moving the files, to a very extreme level of automation. You can do web application automations using Selenium WebDriver. There are a lot of automation you can do with Python. Python supports automation. Python is used for game development. Python is used for game development. 1 minute guys, I'm just adjusting my mic. Yeah, Python is used for game development. So it is used for game development. You can create a lot of games using Python. So there are again inbuilt modules, lot of inbuilt modules in Python, which makes you to create lot of games. So there are lot of other uses. I have not mentioned it because it doesn't fit it here. Lot of uses. Take every field. Python is 100% used in that. Okay. So that is again uses of Python. So real-time applications. What are the applications that are being built using Python? Instagram, used by crores and crores of users every day. Without Insta, some people cannot stay for a day. So that is completely built with Python Django web development. So there is a web framework in Python that is called Django. Using that, Instagram is built. The application Instagram is built using that. So Python, you have listened about something called Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant. I go for Google and type, "Hi Google, so who is the president of India?" So it will give me answer. So it's all about, again, you can write all this kind of codings using Python again. There is something called natural language processing. So we will discuss to some extent of NLP in the coming days. So all these integrations, you see latest implementations, Sophia, which is a first humanoid robot, which again built, you have lot of machine learning integrations in that. Again, there you use Python. So lot of things, There are many things, many real-time applications. YouTube recommendation engine is again a part of, machine learning. So there are a lot of things which are built using Python. So Python is very, very, very important. It's a very huge, powerful language, and it is simple. Everyone wants to be that same thing, right? I want to build a very big application or to do very big task in a simple way. So for those people, that means every people, the only option is Python. So I need to do big things in a simple way. So Python is simple and can do big things. So that is the reason the whole many companies are migrating from other programmings to Python. So this is the reason we are discussing Python completely. So now installing of software. Okay, now I think I have explained the concept. So we have seen history of Python, differences, scripting and programming, why Python, features of Python, uses, real-time applications. Now I think we are done. We got understood very basics of what is Python. Now let's see how to install the Python software. Okay, how to install the Python software. So now you need to just go to Google. I'm just showing it, right? Google.com. In the Google, just type something called python.org. Python.org. You could see python.org. This is the Python Foundation page. You could find the software over here. What is there in our PPT? Let's go with that. Downloads, Windows. I have just continued it here. Download the latest version of executable installer based on your system architecture. This is what it is saying. So let me just go to downloads and Windows, because mine is a Windows operating system, and just click on it and then click on it. You could see here the latest Python 3 release is Python 3.7.4. So I want to download this software. This is the latest version which is available right this point of time. So I have Python 1 released in 1991. So Python 2 released now the Python 2 latest version is 2.7.16. So now the trending Python 3 release, which is Python 3.7.4. It changes, it changes. They release continuously different versions. Okay, now when I click on it, I go down, you could see, guys. So here, this is the way. Here I need to download. First I need to check my architecture. My system architecture is mandatory. I just need to click on here. Sorry, go to the system. In the system, I could find the architecture of the system. So what is your computer architecture? You could see here 64-bit x64-bit operating system. So I can only download the 64-bit. So I cannot do x86. This has not been my option. In this three, what I need to download? Executable installer. So yes, I click on it. So you could see it is downloading. Let it take some time, because it is not that fast. We don't have that fast Wi-Fi now. Yeah, I think it's done. I'm just double click on it, it will open. Meanwhile, you see, open the downloaded file, install it, set the path, finish installation, restart, and ready to use. So restart should be there. You need to say install now. Before that, add Python 3.7 to path. Just click on it. It is asking yes. I'm just giving it. Yeah, it will take, probably it may take some time. Yeah, so let us just discuss some other topic. Meanwhile, it is downloaded, it is installed. So now let's see something called variables of Python. So what is a variable? If I ask you a question, guys, what is a variable? Variables are nothing but reserved memory location to store some values. So this means that when you create a variable, you reserve some space in the memory. So listen, guys, I think, is it installing or not? 1 minute, I'm just checking out. Okay, so listen, guys, if I say a equal to 10, what do you mean by that? A equal to 10 means, so suppose I have a very big program. In that program, I have written a equal to 10. That means my computer is going to assign some memory for this variable. The variable a is having some memory. Possibly think that your program is having 10 KB. Your variable may be having 0.3 KB or 0.2 KB of memory. So that is nothing but a variable. Variable means it is a reserved memory location to store some data. The data is 10, I am storing there. Okay, in a memory I am storing something called 10. So now let's see how do we create the variables in Python. Okay, once it is downloaded or installed, I can able to show you out how do we make it out. Okay, variables are nothing but reserved memory location to store some values. That means when you create a variable, it reserves some space. Whenever you say a equal to 10, that means it is reserving some space in the memory location. Okay, some memory. So let it download for some time. After this download is done, I can show you the coding part of Python. How do we make it out? I'll see whether Python is there here. I don't know. Yeah, Python 3.7 is being installed now. Just wait for some time. So hope I'll just make up a very quick recap of whatever we discussed till now. So we have seen quick recap of day 1. We have seen day 1. Then introduction to Python. So we have seen history of Python, differences between scripting and programming, why Python, features of Python, uses of Python, real-time applications. So we have seen every point very clearly. So even you have any doubts, you can please report to our team. Our team will be in continuous communication with you guys. So scripting and programming we have seen. So you need to go through all these things. Practice is very, very important for everyone who learn the course has to practice. They have to practice. Without practice, it is very difficult. I think setup was successful. Okay. Now if I type Python here, so one thing you need to do, guys, you need to restart the system, because restart has to be done. Only then all the changes that you do will be effective. So I have downloaded, so I don't need to restart at this point of time. So but for you, please restart the system, because you are adding a path, right? For that path to be, the path to be affected to your system, obviously you need to restart the system after you have downloaded this. So now let's see how do we create the variables in Python. So I am just do one thing. I will share you all the content. Okay, what the practice things, whatever we are doing here will be shared to you again. Okay, you please do practice whatever I'm saying for every day whatever I'm saying, please try to practice that. You see a equal to 10, I'm just saying a equal to, let me just increase the font size. Listen guys, I'm just increasing from 10 to 20 for a more understandable way, and on top of it, I mean not 20 is very big, yeah, 30, and I'm just saying foreground color something like this. Okay, now if I say a equal to, I'm just opening it, let me just open it again, options, configure ideally, I made it to something like 16, then bold, everything bold, I applied it, and then highlights, I want to change the color, foreground I'll change some color, apply it, and then okay. So I can say a equal to, so I did not change it actually, so don't worry, no problem for us. I said a equal to 10. Here I have never defined any data type predefined to it. I did not give any kind of semicolon, but still if I print a, I get the output. And I say b equal to 20.2, this is again a float data type. If I print b, I get the output. So how do I know what is the type of data it is storing? I need to say type of a. So I'm just asking my computer what is the data type of a. It is giving class int, it is a class integer data type. Okay, so what is the type of b? Type of b is float data type. So here I am not doing any predefined data type declaration. So again you see c equal to Nikhil Raju, which is my name. So guys, you see here, this is a string data type. Any data type, I mean a data type with text data within single or double or triple. So you can give anything, single or double or triple, your computer can understand it as a string data type. So I can see print c, I'm getting output. So I need to say type of c. What is type of c? The type of c is string data type. Hope you understood this. So this is the way you define the variables. You assign the values to the variables. Okay, a, b. So different data types I am assigning in this way. So I can also assign the same thing like this: a comma b comma c equal to 10 comma 20.2 comma, okay, Nikhil Raju. It is very similar as this one, and which is not possible in other languages, guys. You see here a equal 10, b equal 20.2, and c is Nikhil Raju. So I am just saying a is equal to, this is equal to. So a will be assigned to 10, b will be assigned to 20.2, c will be. This is called multiple assignment. You are assigning multiple variables to the multiple values. So that's why it is called multiple assignment. If I print a, I get the output of a. If I print b, get the output of b. If I print c, I get the output of c. Hope you understood this, right? So this is the way you define the variables in Python. I can also define like this: a equal to b equal to c equal to 10. That means multiple variables with a single value assignment. You are trying to reuse the same reusability. So you use the variable. If I say a is 10, b is 10, c is 10. So I am not creating multiple objects. I am just reusing the same. I am trying to reuse the value, the same value: a equal to b equal to c equal to 10. Hope you understood this one very clearly. Okay. So a equal to b equal to c equal to 10. So these are the three ways we can able to define the variables in Python. So hope this is what we have seen. I'll just share it. I'll try to do one thing, just to save it, save as. I'll just save as in the desktop. Just say file file1 underscore day2. In day2 this is file1. Guys, this is .py extension. You cannot see this file until you don't have Python in your system. Okay, you cannot open this file because it is .py extension, not .txt or some other thing. It's .py. When you have this, ideally only then you can able to open this file. Okay, how do you open this file? Just go to file, open. Where I have stored somewhere else in the thing. I just click on it. I could able to open it. So this is the file. I am just opening it. I don't want to see. So you could see, right? I can able to open the file. So now let's see the new. Let's see the new file. Let's create a new file, or we'll create a new shell again. We'll open a new shell again for other topics. Again, I have opened 3.7.4. I'm just closing it off. I have already saved it, so I'm just closing it off. So hope you understood this concepts. So we have seen this, the same thing we have seen this. So let's see what is Python keywords. So before that, sorry, I will say you how to write the print statement in Python. Print hello world. Okay, this is what print hello world. So it is similar like your printf in your C. You just say print within the brackets double quotation hello world. You got output as hello world. Again you see print single quotation I used here. I got output print triple quotations. I got output print single or double quotations. With semicolon, again I got. So this many ways you can write, almost 4 types of different ways I have shown you. So there is no mistake of writing single quotation, double quotation or triple quotation in Python. Okay, there is no mistake with semicolon or without semicolon. There are certain things which you need to follow there. Okay, so I think you understood completely how this print statement we try to work with Python. So now let us see what is keywords. Concept of keywords. So Python keywords. What are keywords? Keywords are reserved words in Python. Reserved words means, suppose if I say for or if, okay, or try. So all these things I think you know already, when you know other programming languages. All these are predefined words, or you can say keywords. For has some other functionality, if has some other functionality, try has some functionality. Every word has some functionality. They are predefined in programming. In this language, they are predefined. They are already defined. You can only use that. You cannot able to change any functionality. So those reserved words are called keywords. How do you use it? How do you check it? Import keyword. Keyword import means you are trying to import that module in your system. You are trying to import a module called keyword, wherein you have all the keywords inside it. So you are trying to import that module called keyword. So hope you understood this. So keyword is a module which consists of lot of functions. So first you are importing that file called keyword, and from that you are trying to check out what are the keywords there in Python. So you need to say keyword dot kw list, keyword dot kw list, keyword list. All these things are called keywords in Python. Okay, all these things are keywords. false, none, true, and, as, assert. So lot of things, you could see if, you could see for, you could see try, lot of things are there. All these are predefined in Python. They are having their own functionality. They are reserved words in Python. You cannot use these words for something else. Okay. So if I want to know what is the length of it, length of keyword dot kw list. Okay, it is 35 right this point of time, 35. It is not constant from the starting, it has been changing. Okay, so now the length of keywords is 35. So keywords are reserved words. They have some functionality. For each and every word has some functionality. So hope you understood what is keywords, because I want to say this identifiers and literals. For that is the reason I have said you keywords. So now tell me, is it possible to define a variable like this? So I don't know whether you can say right answer. Yes, it is right way. Can I define a variable like this? A underscore 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 equal to. Can I define it? Yes, I can define it. Can I define underscore equal to 50? Yes, I can define it. If I print underscore, you see I got output. If I print underscore 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 a equal to, I got output. So you don't know what is the rules for defining this kind of variables. Okay, sometimes you may be right, you may be wrong, but once you know the rule to define a variable or define the proper definition, so you will not forget any time in your life. Okay, so that is the reason. So there are certain rules to define the variables. So these things are called identifiers. What are identifiers? Identifiers are rules to define variables, classes, functions, and etc. It is the rules sorry, to define the variables, classes, functions, and etc. We will see in the later class what are classes, what are functions, and all. Okay, right this point of time we will concentrate on variables. So what is an identifier? It is a rule to define the variable. So can I define a variable like this, 1a equal to 100? Many people goes wrong here. You cannot do that. It is a syntax error, invalid syntax. Okay, got it right? So there are certain rules. So before that, I'll say you what are the built-in functions in Python. So in order to know what are the built-in functions in Python, you need to say dir of underscore underscore built, B-U-I-L-T, ins, built-ins, underscore underscore. All these are built-in functions in Python. You see, print statement will be somewhere. Yeah, print statement. So there are a lot of built-in functions. These functions are already there in Python. So keywords are having some functionalities. These are called functions. These are built-in functions in Python. Okay, so I hope you understood. So what are the built-in functions? So again, let's go back to our case. So identifiers can be, so these are the rules, 1 2 3 4 5 solid rules we have. Let's study that rules first. Identifiers can be a combination of letters, digits, or an underscore. So you see here I have said identifiers can be a combination of, you see this is a letter, this is a character, this is underscore, and this is digit. So you can have letters, you can have underscore, and you can have numbers. So that is possible in Python. You can directly have something like this also, no problem, or you can have a underscore underscore equal to 100,000, there is no problem, or you can have both combination of all these things, there is no more. Okay, this is what the meaning of it. You can have the combination of letters, characters, and then underscore. This is what actually the first rule of identifier says. Or you can have only this way or that way also. That's why or is given there. Keywords cannot be identifiers. So we have seen all these keywords, right? We have seen few keywords here. We cannot use all these keywords as identifiers. So what do you mean by that is, I cannot say if equal to 100. Is it right? No, there is no concept of if equal to 100. that is syntax error. Okay, you cannot do that, okay. So that is the meaning of the second thing. Third step, keyword cannot be identified is done. Python is case sensitive. Suppose that I say a equal to 100. Guys, can I say print? I can directly do like this, print capital A. Can I do that? I'll get error. Why? Because you are defining small a and you are printing capital A. So as Python is case sensitive, you cannot able to change the cases, uppercase to lowercase or lowercase to uppercase. So that is again very important. So once it is one case, you need to follow that case only. So Python is completely case sensitive. So this is the third rule which we need to understand. Except underscore, no special characters can be used as identifiers. Okay, except underscore, you cannot use any special characters. You have special characters like this, you have hash, you have dollar, you have percentage, you have lot of special characters. You cannot use any other special characters except underscore. Okay, except underscore, you cannot use any other special characters. So you can say underscore a equal to 100, there is no mistake. You cannot say, you can say a only underscore 1, a underscore equal to 1000. Any times of underscore, you can say only underscore equal to 100, there is no mistake. Except underscore, you cannot use any other data type, any other variable as a special character. Special character, you cannot use it. So that is a rule again. So except underscore is done, then identifier cannot start with the digit. Identifier cannot start with the digit. I can say A111 equal to 100, no mistake. I can say A00 equal to something like this, no mistake. I cannot say 1A something equal to 100. So the meaning is, you cannot write a digit or a number first. You can have either underscore or have a character, but never be in a digit. So that is the rule again. You cannot have a number starting. You cannot start with a digit, okay, digit or number. So hope you have understood what is meant by identifier very clearly. So please don't do mistake any time in your life. Okay, so this is nothing but the whole concept of identifiers. So I'm just saving it again, file 2, because I will send you all these files which we are discussing. This is file 2 underscore day 2. Okay, I'm just saving it. So now let me just open one more. So it is taking a lot of time, hopefully there is some issue. Okay, 1 minute, there was some issue, it stuck out. Yeah, I'm opening a new shell again for next concept. Sorry. So now let's see something called literals. Okay, let's see something called literals. So we have seen something called the rules to define the variables. So okay, can I say like this, some other variable with $$$$$? Can I say? Yes, I can say voice. Don't be confused. Don't be confused at any point of time. You see here, we know what is the rule to define the variables, but we don't know what is the data, what is the rules to give the data. So those are called as literals. What are those called as? Literals. Literals can be defined as the data that is been given in a variable or a constant, to a variable or a constant. So I can use 4 different types of literals: numeric literals, string literals, boolean literals, and special literals. Okay, we can use numeric, string, boolean, and special literals. For numeric literals, you can use integers, you can use float variables, you can also use a complex variable. Anything in the format of a plus bj is called as complex number in Python. So here A is called real part and B is called imaginary part. In this case 2 is called real part and 3 is called imaginary part. You can see what is the type of data type of C. C belongs to the data type called complex. You could see here. Got it right? So this is the way. These are the three things which you can give as a numeric literals in Python. You can pass any integer value, any float value, and then you can pass complex values. So this is called numeric literals. Now coming to string literals. String literals. So if I say A equal to Nikhil, Raju. So here you see I have defined a variable with double quotations, A equal to Nikhil, Raju. Some data I have provided within the double quotations. So you can provide within the double quotations or single quotations or triple quotations. All these things will be considered as, sorry I have not given there, no problem, is called as string data type. Okay, you can pass single or double or triple. So preferably, actually, you can pass single or double for one line assignment. That means suppose you are passing a single line of string, you can use double or single quotations. If you are passing a multi-line string, think that you want to continue over here, then you need to use triple quotations. Okay, so hope you understood, right? Hope you understood, right? What is the single literals and multiple literals? Multiple literals. So for multi-line literals, sorry, not multiple literals, multi-line literals. For multi-line literals, you need to use triple quotation. For single literals, you can use double or single quotation. There is no problem. Single line you want to complete, single or double quotations, multi-line, triple quotations. That is called string literals. So then coming to Boolean literals, when you define a variable with capital TRUE or any variable with capital FALSE, capital F should be there. You cannot define in your own way, guys. So this is called as Boolean literals. You have only two values, true or false. So these two are called Boolean literals in Python. And then coming to special literals. A value called none is called a special literal in Python. If I print A, I will not get anything because it doesn't store any value. So this is called as the special literal in Python. So hope you understood, guys, right? Hope you understood, right? So think that, so this is called special literal. So these are all the literals that is possible in Python. These are all the literals that is possible in Python. So if I say A equal to 100, one more example I want to take with some other concept. If I say again A equal to 200, think that if I print A, what is the output I will get? I will get output as 200. So you may ask me a question, then where is 100? Your 100 is gone. Your 100 is gone somewhere. So your 100 will be called as unused variable. So it is not being used right now. So there is a concept of garbage value collector in Python. All the unused data will be removed automatically using that garbage value collector. Got it, right? So that's why the latest assignment of a variable, latest value assignment of a variable will be the value for that variable. Clear, right? So this is again I want to add you point for you. Hope you understood this concept very clearly. Literals and identifiers. Still we are in very basic, guys. Now this is just again introductory to Python. Hope I have covered. Okay, one more concept, just introducing to data types. So there are a lot of data types in every language. You take C, C++, Java, you have integer, float, array data type, different kinds of data types. So in Python also there are a lot of data types. Very importantly, there are certain data types like numeric data types, string data type, list data type, tuple data type, set data type, and dictionary data type. These are all very, very important data types in Python. You need to know all these data types. Only then we can code to a very good level. Hope you understood this. Let me just go through again. So we have seen all the concepts. I'm just going through the slides, nothing explaining for you now. Got it, got it, got it. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot for spending time and if you have any doubts, my team will be in contact with you continuously. Your feedback is very, very important for us. Please give us feedback. So thank you guys. Thanks for the day.